What is up? What's going on? What's happening, YouTube?
The mechanics.
Well, welcome to the end of season 2.5. Like I said a long time ago, season 2.5 is just going on the same way The Walking Dead did when they cut it off for a while and didn't know what to do and then came back, and then it might have been some legal issues. I don't know why they did it really, but anyways, so this is the end of season 2.5, 2.5. So for the like 23 people that are watching me, waiting for me to do something great, I see you. I'm here with you. Y'all stuck with me. I'm sticking with y'all. And then my granny for listening to this. And then for the 3 people waiting for me to fail, this is your vlog, so stay tuned. Now, before I tell y'all why this is the end of the season, like I told y'all, this is gonna be, this vlog series, whatever, this YouTube channel is gonna be real, it's gonna be raw, it's gonna be uncut. I'm gonna let y'all know how it is from my perspective in the automotive field in Arizona, coming from my eyes. Anyways, this vlog is probably just gonna be me ranting on, talking, and essentially expressing, because at this point, it's real. So as most of y'all know, I'm Saab Steezery, Otis, dang. Most known for my EF hatch, Elmo, the one with all the stickers in the bay. 2008, I believe, 2009, we ran the streets, it was serious, azht.net. Forgive me if I get some of this stuff wrong, but anyways, back in the day, Elmo. So Elmo, I had a coupe after that. I had, after the coupe, dang, I can't even remember. No, I think the coupe, around the coupe, since I've had the coupe Elmo, I've pretty much been on my own, living by myself. Couple of roommates here and there, but nothing great. So sprinkle that, ever since I had Elmo, I've been working. Never made over $32,000 a year. Ever since I had the hatchback or the coupe, I've been living by myself, under $32,000 a year. Stay with me now. Okay, so living by myself, under $32,000 a year in Phoenix. It's possible, but it's not impossible. So, you know, you make your sacrifices, you get your bills done. It is what it is. You move on with life, try to have a happy life, and build your cars, right? So, okay, now we're actually going to progress and then come back and then progress into the story. So now I'm going to let y'all know right now, for the people that want to see me fail, I fucked up, okay? I fucked up. There, I said it. I'm done saying it, but I said it. In the state of Arizona, if you hit somebody or rear end somebody, you are at fault no matter what, no matter who. No, apparently, no matter what camera footage you have, what witnesses you have, you're at fault. You get the ticket. It is your fault, okay? So, with this being said, Friday night after work, I-10, 6:30 at night, bumper to bumper traffic, 10-hour shift, just got done dealing with emotions, different people, different personalities. I'm beat. I'm probably a car length, maybe less than a car length away from the person in front of me, okay? And now we are here, okay? But everything has came to a stop because of this. My headlights that I love so much, oh, gone. So with this being said, This situation happened here. Now, like I said, we were maybe less than a car length. We were no more than a car length. 5-speed, base model Civic, slammed to the, wait, not slammed to the floor. Lowered, 4Runner in front of me, gold. I'm gonna try to keep this story quick, tight, so please stay with me. I don't want this to be a super long vlog. Bumper to bumper traffic, 4Runner, me, that's tacky. 4Runner me, it's dead stop. I look up, I see the 4Runner take off his brake lights and proceed to start. I, do the wiggle, you know what I'm saying? Put it in first gear, look left, look back. He's at a dead stop with no brake lights on. I don't understand it. I did not see no brake lights engaged, nothing. And before I had time to panic, basically stalled, rear-ended, done. Okay, so I hop out, my life is over. Okay, walk up to dude, say, bro, are you okay? He immediately tells me, excuse my language, quote, the bitch in front of me brake checked me, bro, my fault, in an African accent. And I'm not gonna say nothing else, but for once, I've never had somebody actually admit fault for being rear-ended, which in my eyes, it happens, like you can cause somebody else to have an accident. Anyways, so I asked him if he touched her. He said he didn't know. So I looked at the front of his bumper. His bumper had black marks. I looked in front. There was a car with their hazards on trying to pull over to the right. I said, bro, your car is still drivable. It's still on. Pull over. I'm going to surf my car across the highway and we're going to catch up to her. And then we're going to work this out the legal way, how it should be done. It is what it is. I messed up. You admitted fault. Please stay here. Please stay here for the officer to get here. Okay, so we move over to the side of the highway, right? So the lady in the front car, she's running towards us. We're sitting there. He's behind me. I'm right here. Apparently I got blood coming from the middle of my face. I didn't know that, but I know I hit something. My head kind of hurt anyways. So she runs, she asked me if I'm okay. I said, I'm okay. She said, are you sure you have blood running from your face? I said, I'm fine. She said, I asked her to call the 911. She calls 911. He is walking back and forth. I'm calling people, AAA, come get me. Call my mom twice. She didn't answer. Shout out. Sit back on the floor, wait for the cops to come, making sure Buddy doesn't leave because Buddy specifically said, hey, she's the reason why you crashed into me. All I need him to do is say that to the officer, and then the officer should say, get your car, get out of here. Okay. So the officer comes, he gives everybody information. He asked me if I have some tow truck coming out. So AAA is on their way. Okay, good buddy, AAA is on their way. Get on the phone with AAA, tell them, directions to where I'm at, while I'm telling them directions where I'm at. Officer walks over here with a piece of paper that is entirely too long for just information for 3 people. So while I'm on the phone with AAA, hey, the officer is approaching me and he's giving me a ticket. So click, deal with this issue. Now I have a ticket. Okay, so I proceed to go ask Buddy in front that, hit the girl in front of me because he, failure to control vehicle as well. I asked him, dude that I hit, hey, did you tell him that she's the reason why I hit you? He said, yeah. I said, did you get a ticket? He said, no, this just looks like information for all of you guys. So, okay. Officer pulls his bumper so it could, at his will, because 4Runner, Civic, all this damage right here is from his 5th wheel. I bumped into his 5th wheel, and the piece of my bumper that went under the 5th wheel is what broke the tabs on the side. It is not that serious, but Civics fold under pressure. So with this being said, I'm stuck on the highway. Officer pulls his bumper out. He takes off back to California, okay? So it is what it is. We went legally about it. I did not hit and run. I stayed there. I'm about my business, okay? So, side of the road, nobody's there. Everybody left. Blood dripping down my face. Waiting for AAA to come. And like any car person, the world's over. But not like y'all knew the world's over. Like y'all new generation, the world is over. When y'all get into a crash, y'all hop on Instagram, The world's over. Y'all make a GoFundMe account while y'all in the lift back home, and then y'all back up 30, 40,000. This ain't that situation. This is real how it should be done. So I go home, get my stuff home. The next day I call the insurance. Hey, this happened, file a claim. They tell me I need to file a claim with him, his insurance, because he said that he might be at fault for it. So there is a small possibility that, you know, something positive can come out of this situation. And I'm totally happy with that because at this point, everything is over. She then tells me that when I call his insurance that he does not have a policy. He doesn't have a policy with that insurance that he provided. The license plate does not come back to that name, and there's no number provided on the papers. So I have no way to get in touch with this person. Unless the person in front of me files a claim for them little scratches, I'm not going to really have any information on this guy that I hit. So basically, with this being said, me having liability on a base model Civic that is nothing more than a base model Civic daily driver that gets me to work and from work and has a set of rims on it that are nicer than what they should be, liability. Liability. I did not go out and look for this car for months and months and months, have it shipped from a different state for this car. I traded this car because the person who needed the person I traded this car for needed 4 doors and did not need 2 doors. And I only care about 2 doors. So that's why I have the Civic. The Civic has liability. They told me, you fix your own car. Well, it's total, so basically lose everything, but I have all of this. So move on from life, right? Figure it out. So honestly, for the haters out there, yes, I failed. If you thought I was actually building this to do something, if you thought this was going to be a K-Series, big turbo, or something like that, it wasn't going to be. The only reason why I was going to put a wide body on it for under $500 is because I'm doing all the body work. The kit is under $500. And because I threw these VSDs on here without enough camber, I crunched my quarter pedals. So if it wasn't for the crunch quarter pedals, I wouldn't have even even thought about a wide body on this car. This car is strictly a daily driver. That's it. It was a nice daily driver. So when this happened, I went through the 7-day process, 72-hour process. I got black eye because I got hit right here. I got 2 black eyes, had 2 black eyes. I went through the whole 72-hour process of basically healing. Any car guy knows this process. I crashed my car the first night. The world is coming to an end. Second night, the world is coming to an end. Still no sleep. Don't know what to do. Don't have no money. Remember, I live by myself. I have no money. Night 3, 72 hours is coming up. You need to figure out what you're going to do. The world has ended for me. The world has ended. We're done with the world. I still don't know what to do. Go back to work. You got to get rent paid. So rent is going to get paid no matter what. But this is how I got to work. So need to figure this situation out. But anyways, I'm moving on. It's been more than 72 hours. Bounced a couple ideas off of a couple of people, and most of the time that I was thinking in the 72 hours, I realized that all my car builds, I've been chasing the previous build. I've never had a build that I wasn't already chasing the build of. Now, if you know me, stay with me, okay? So ever since the white hatchback that blew up when I was in high school because of that shop that was recommended to me, to the coupe that I bought that was broken into, so that was a EG coupe. So remember, EG coupe, EF hatch, EG coupe. I ended up getting another hatch, white hatch, to build from the other white hatch. After that white hatch blew up, or I don't know what happened, wait. Yeah, I think that hatch blew up. I got another hatchback. That hatchback, that's 3 hatchbacks already before the coupes, or before the red hatchback is Elmo, and then after Elmo got hit, and it wasn't, yeah, I was at fault, but the person took off. Anyways, after Elmo was a red coupe, which was Elmo Reloaded, and the only reason why I got Elmo Reloaded is because of Squirt. Squirt was a coupe that I had after the first hatchback, so Me and my partner D-Mac, the one that's in, most of my videos, me and him grabbed his Crown Vic, was on Craigslist on Thanksgiving, ended up knocking somebody down to go get that in Mesa. So me and D-Mac ended up grabbing the coupe in Mesa. So Elmo Reloaded was on Thanksgiving. Grabbed Elmo Reloaded, had that for about 2 years, blew the engine on that, but the bottom of it was so damaged that my brake lines were ruptured. If y'all know Elmo Reloaded, if y'all know the coupe was stupid. But anyways, 2 years later after buying that happened. Somebody traded me for a white coupe, so that was 3 coupes. 3 coupes. He traded me a running coupe for a non-running coupe. But essentially, once you have a running coupe, no matter what happens, it's always going to be that coupe. So I had to get rid of that. Traded that for EK hatch, which was essentially Lego. Lego got hit on Halloween night by a drunk driver at a party with D-Mac. Obviously, I need to stop hanging with D-Mac. No, I don't need to stop hanging with D-Mac. Anyway, rest in peace, my nigga. So that got hit on Halloween night, totaled that, and this is the EK hatch that I was building for 2 years. After the EK hatch, I ended up getting Sister Girl, which is the Integra, and Sister Girl was almost done. Sister Girl I had for 2 years, fastest build I've ever done, shave bay, chrome everything. A photo needs to be dropped here. She was it. She was, the only thing I could have done was put boost on her, right-hand driver, and maybe a VTEC head, but I had a chrome head anyway, so I didn't care about that. Anyways, she was done. She got stolen. My Integra got stolen, which is my dream car, with everything on it. Mind you, I'm living by myself, so everything just got stolen. Everything gets stolen. End up using my tax return again to buy another car, which was a right-hand drive Integra. The right-hand drive Integra is just chasing Sister Girl. The right-hand drive Integra really doesn't have a name because it's just a figment of Sister Girl's imagination. You feel me? So the Integra goes down, and I have to get a car. I have to get something reliable. I have to get something that's not right-hand drive. That's why I got the TSX for Pedal Squad with 4 doors. 4 doors for the squad. Y'all know how we get down. Got the rack on it, got the trailer hitch. It is what it is. We can get around, we can move. Whoop, whoop. There's no more Pedal Squad. Y'all know how that goes. So I get the Civic. The Civic was a car that I wanted on my hit list. It is a coupe. The TSX was on my hit list if I was to ever get a 4-door. If a female with kids or a female with under $3,000 in their bank account needs a car, I highly, highly recommend you get a TSX or a TL. 4-door cars, only sponsorship you're gonna get from me. Love them to death, they will do you justice. Other than that, I'm in a Civic. Wish it was K-Series, but I'm not, I'm fishing, so I'm not gonna get exactly what I want. The Civics I think look dope. Only the facelift, not the older gens. The facelifts look dope. So if I was to ever get a Civic, it would have the facelift. That's why I did the facelift on the front end. Anyways, other than that, this is just a daily driver. This being said, I really am at a wit's end on which route to go now. Because at the end of the day, I need a daily driver. I need to move around. I need something reliable, and I need to stop chasing old builds. The EF I'm never gonna get again. You have to give me an EF for me to play with the EF. Love them to death, love them to death. The chassis just doesn't feel as good as an EG. EG hatch, that's not me. I said I would never get it, only coupes, and I don't do 4 doors, so I don't wanna do that. I have the Integra. The Integra is mine, that's my dream car. The 240SX, coupe, 91 with hips, dream car, never gonna do that again. And if you've watched previous vlogs, you know why. But the Integra is my dream car, I have it. It's just not affordable and maintainable as a single male living in Phoenix with no money. So, still have it, don't get me wrong, I still have it, but it's a paperweight right now, and it's not registered, and it needs emissions. So, anyway, I don't want another Civic. I'm not getting another black Civic. The only reason why I do not, and I'm disgusted by these Civics, is because the side skirts are 3M taped on. And once you break that 3M tape seal, from OEM, you're never going to get the side skirts on. You can argue with me all you want. You can never get those side skirts to sit right again. This is not a SI. I do not want an SI, and I do not want to deal with that. I love side skirts. That's why I will touch the side skirts. I will fold them, flex them, and 3M tape does not do the job for me. So I'm not getting an SI. 8th gen, love them to death. Wish this didn't happen, but it did. And you know, I season 2.5, we're done. 2.5, there's no more sailing pearls. There's no more pedal squad. There's no more need to sail pearl, because Black Pearl was the name of the black cars. 2 black cars, that's why it's season 2 and 2.5. 2 black cars, both named Pearl, Black Pearl. I'm not doing season 3 with the 3rd black car being another whatever it is. So yeah, we're here. If you want it and think you can fix it, shoot me a price. If you need anything off of it after somebody shoots me a price, to the 23 people watching, let me know, holla at me, ASAPery. Other than that, I don't know what to freaking do. It is what it is. This is where we're at. So with this being said, like, comment, subscribe, come back. Nah, I don't care. It is what it is. With this being said, peace. I'm gone. End of season 2.5.
They trapping out that MGM. I'm off serving some weed, man, I'm too on. My first whip, it was dipped, had it 2-tone. The first bitch that I fucked, she was too thick. The first gun that I copped had 2 clips. And I always do it B.I.G. And when a nigga disrespect me, he gon' D.I.E. It's real. If you gon' tell him something, tell him we the shit. Every time the police grab me, I ain't tell him shit.
From the streets to the sweet, she know what I need, I'm a PIMP. That only entertain green and my hoes all on the same thing. Our team do it pretty big, pretty big, pretty big, pretty big, pretty big. Baby, we can get it pretty big, pretty big, pretty big, pretty big. We could do it pretty big, pretty big, pretty big. D-Mac Deluxe, get it pretty big. I could put a wig on a guinea pig, put a coat on a goat, and get a gig. As long as she don't smell like filet of fish. I done broke more bitches than kids broke dishes. Like you hoes break promises, that ain't none of my business. I don't play by my paper shit, I come off pretty serious, cause my temper is the only thing worse than my vision is. If you ain't talking money, then as bad as my hearing is. I know a bitch now without hands that's feeling this. I know my niggas proud now, I'm hotter than skillets get. I know a nigga that's a bitch now when it's period. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. If I'm flying, then I'm dying. Shit, I'm lying. Us pimps live forever without trying. Us pimps always late, but always got perfect timing. Us pimps will stay in her face like tears when she crying. Real spill up. From the streets to the sweet, she know what I need, I'm a PIMP. That only entertain green and my hoes all on the same thing. Our team do it pretty big, pretty big, pretty big, pretty big, pretty big. Baby, we can get it pretty big, pretty big, pretty big, pretty big. We could do it pretty big, pretty big, pretty big.
The Mechanics.